I think the thing I remember most about Clint Eastwood is that a year or so later.
Most people remember Robert Urich as the tough, confident leading man from shows like Vega Dollar and Spencer for Hire. On screen, he was calm under pressure, fearless, and always in control. But away from the cameras, his real life was far more complicated and far more painful. Behind the strong image was a man quietly fighting battles that no script could prepare him for. And standing beside him through it all was his wife, actress Heather Menzies. Together, they faced a journey filled with love, resilience, and heartbreaking loss. Robert Urich's story began far from Hollywood, in the small town of Toronto, Ohio. Born to hardworking parents of Eastern European roots, he grew up as the classic all-American kid, athletic, disciplined, and driven. Football earned him a scholarship to Florida State University, where he crossed paths with a young Burt Reynolds. But Robert's real strength was his mind. He earned degrees in radio, television, and broadcast management, and even trained his voice, convinced that communication would shape his future. Acting was not an overnight dream, it was something he worked toward quietly, often juggling jobs and rejection along the way. His persistence paid off in the early 1970s when he began landing television roles. He was not flashy or controversial, he was reliable, grounded, and instantly likable. That made him one of the most trusted faces on television. Guest roles turned into leads, and before long, Robert Urich became a familiar presence in American living rooms. His big break came when Aaron Spelling cast him in SWAT, where he played Officer Jim Street. The show exploded in popularity, making Urich a star almost overnight, even though it was canceled just as quickly. Then came the role that defined him for a generation. As Dan Tana in Vega Dollar, Urich embodied the cool, stylish private investigator navigating the neon glow of Las Vegas. He physically transformed himself for the role, gaining muscle and presence, and audiences responded instantly. The show brought him awards recognition and cemented his place as a true television leading man. Even when the series ended, Urich continued working steadily, moving between television, film, and even hosting documentary programs that showed his thoughtful, curious side. In the mid-1980s and early 1990s, Urich proved his depth as an actor with roles like Jake Spoon in Lonesome Dove, earning critical praise for his emotional range. But just as his career found a new rhythm, life delivered its cruelest blow. In 1996, Robert Urich was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma, a rare and aggressive cancer. Instead of retreating, he chose to fight openly. He continued working through treatments and became a passionate advocate for cancer awareness and research. With Heather Menzies by his side, Robert turned his struggle into purpose. They helped launch cancer research funds, supported patients, and used every platform they had to encourage early detection and hope. After a long fight, he was declared cancer-free and even named a national spokesperson for the American Cancer Society. But cancer is relentless. In late 2001, it returned. Despite renewed hope and treatment, Robert Urich passed away in April 2002 at just 55 years old, surrounded by his family. Heather carried his mission forward after his death, continuing their advocacy until her own passing years later. Together, they left behind more than performances and awards. They left a legacy of courage, compassion, and service. Robert Urich was not just a television hero, he was a real one, defined not by fame, but by how he faced suffering with dignity. If stories of strength, legacy, and untold Hollywood lives matter to you, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for Hollywood Bulletin, where timeless stories never fade.